and welcome to Timberborn. Alright, so now I gotta remember what I was doing. Alright, yes. So I was finishing off this, or at least the beavers were trying to finish this off. I was just waiting for them to finish. So we've got most of this set up, ready to go. And I think I was gonna start moving things up. Yeah, because I want to get this stuff up out of here and onto this platform so that I can start edging towards this direction. I'm not going to move this stuff because it's pointless to do that because right now, and one of the things that I like about the new update that they really did think about it, when this reaches the bottom, like the bottom layer that's at the very bottom of the map, um, it doesn't stop working. I was kind of worried that it would, that it just, because it can't remove, you can't remove the bottom layer, because like the map itself, there's a bottom floor, and everything, this isn't a world map, this is just a square, so there's a limit. So when you reach this bottom, there's nothing but void underneath it. So you can't actually, if you try to use explosives on it, it's not going to happen because you can't destroy that, which makes sense because you don't want, from a game perspective, you don't want beavers just dropping off the map. It ends up setting up a lot of things that you don't want to happen in a game. So, getting but I was worried that, like, since you can't destroy that, and these seem to need to collect like actual blocks, that you'd end up running out of blocks. You reach the bottom, but that's not the case. When it reaches the bottom, it keeps going, even though it's not actually physically destroying the blocks. It's still digging up dirt from them, and it's consistent. I don't see any. I don't see any difference between when it was digging up blocks before when the uh, when it was actually taking blocks physically away from the map versus now where it's not actually taking them away. I don't see any difference, so there doesn't seem to be any issue with that. Alright, so hopefully this... I don't see any beavers working here. Are they like too far away or something? Waiting for materials. It doesn't say that you can't. Are they just working on something else? Too far from the district. I don't have enough workers. So I'm worldwide, so this entire map I don't have enough. I have 3 vacancies for workstations. Because I'm not building enough. Why am I not building enough? Is it just because... And now I have 4. I'm not getting enough new... I'm not getting enough new workers to replace the ones that are breaking down. Oh, oh. I went back to 2. So I must have gotten 2 new... Must have made 2 new ones. No, that was 2 before. So which 2 am I missing? These guys? Well... Do I need all of these working? How about that? Would that work? Oh, I really want to get this district working, because all of the issues that I'm having is all stemming from little inconsistencies, little things that I missed setting up beforehand, that now that I'm trying to expand out, I'm not successfully doing anything because I don't have the infrastructure in place to be able to do it, or at least the efficiencies in place. So as much as I want to expand, I'd like to be able to expand out, but I can't, because this is all jammed up. I got tons of beavers working, everybody's working, well, they're working away, but it's not like they're working efficiently. So that should do it. What are my minimums at? 28, 29, so those buildings off, I'm fine. So I've got exactly what I need at the moment. Now it's just waiting. I probably should have done this off camera. Because as of right now, I have to get this done. I have to get this district working before I can do anything else. And that's a bit of a problem, because I kind of need the other districts, or I'd like to be able to get other districts built, get other districts set up, but I can't do that. Well, this is still waiting, because I'm investing heavily in this, because once this is set up, any planting that I need to do can be done easily here. And I can move all of this here over to this district. And then I can pull as much as I need to out of this and free up some space. Because right now I've got it, everything's jammed in doing the bare minimum of what is necessary to be able to do this. And obviously, I'm not keeping up with this district. The end result of it is just making golems at the moment. Like I've got research being done, but I mean, it's not doing anything else. I've got power, but I don't need all these beavers to generate this power. Like right now I've got 12 beavers just sitting idle, not doing anything. But the majority of these jobs are to keep the beavers alive, both here and here, because these are the only two districts. So the Hilltop Terrace and the Hill Valley Terrace, they're the only ones that actually have beavers, like live beavers. Pardon me. The other two districts, this one here, the Reservoir Valley, and oh, I guess I didn't rename this one. What did I want to call it? Industrial. Yeah, I like that. So the only thing they're digging up iron, or the metal, to send it to here to be processed, and then this ends up distributing it to everywhere else. And back to here. And part of that is that this district doesn't have any fertile ground that I can generate logs, which you need fuel, logs for fuel, in order to process metal. So originally I was planning on just having this being kind of a mining outpost. That's all it would do it. But then I was thinking that it'd be nice to have it be self-sufficient. So that ended up expanding into this. Which all of this has nothing to do with this. It has everything to do with all this infrastructure that I need to be able to build this plateau here. And once this plateau is built, specifically this, I mean the plateau is basically finished for the most part. I'd like to keep expanding, but as you can see here, this is my district limits. So this here is how far the beavers can go with the district center being right here. Which means if I were to build any more, basically complete sections, I would only be able to go out to here. So maybe 2 more sections here. I could probably expand out this direction, but I'm not sure whether I want to do that, because there really isn't anything over here. Like, looking over here, there really isn't anything that I want to grab up. I've basically got everything from the map. And except to, well, like, there's this spot here, but I can, as long as I end up adding one more, as long as I can add one more district to that, which goes back to the fact that I need to get more columns working. So I've basically, oh, I guess there's this one here. So that's another district that I could possibly do, but like, how much more do I need? I've basically conquered everything or completed everything that I could think of that for this map. Because overall, right now I've got over 2,000 metal blocks. And except to boost the well-being for these guys, which I could definitely do. Because I think I've even got enough. I think I've got enough science points at this point to unlock everything that is possible. I think I've even unlocked all of the... I think every building I've unlocked the golem. Yeah, I don't see anything... I don't see anything locked. So even science points wise, I don't even need to expand that. Yeah, so I don't really know where I want to go next with this, is what I'm saying. Yeah, so I have now unlocked absolutely everything in the game. So, except for some minor things here and there, I don't really have any more achievements to make in the game. So, except to have every inch of the map covered, maybe increase the number of beavers that I've got available to me. But even that, the other game that I'm playing, like the other Timberborn map that I've been playing on my own, I've reached the point where I'm covering the map on that one, which is great. The only problem is there's so much going on right now that my frame rate is like 4 frames a second when I'm at 3 times speed, and I can't put it on my frames boost when I put it to 1 time speed, but it's they're not getting anything done. Like, it takes so long for the game to actually process or to build stuff that it just the game's basically unplayable now because I can't I can't do anything in it. There's so much going on that it's just impossible. And I don't want to get that to that point with this game. And I think it's the number of beavers that is the deciding factor. But I mean, I did notice that there was a lot of slowdown when it came to this. So the more of these that I've got them trying to build, the slower it gets. But I don't think that it's completely that. I just realized something. If I flood this, this is going to flood. And I'm too far from the district center right now to be able to do that. That's not good. Yeah, so I don't really know. I think I've reached a balancing point right now with this that it's gonna end up being fine for a little bit, but I have to do something. The other thing as well is I just don't know where the completed game happens with this. Because, I mean, I can keep building and building and building and reaching points where the frame rate's just horrible, but I don't think that it's necessary to play that much that it's going to end up reaching my hardware limitations. And I don't know what other achievement that I could work towards besides well-being. Because I can easily achieve all of this. But what I'd have to do is limit the number of beavers that I have and increase the amount of things available to the beavers, like the well-being things. So right now I have very little available to them. And there are a lot of things that I could supply to them at this point. So is that what I should do? I don't know. It's about the only thing that I can do. So I guess I'll go with that. Alright, beehives is 7 by 7. So 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I'll start putting the improvements in, I guess. Whatever I can. start with this, although improvement is kind of a tough one with this, because this will improve the crops production, but it's also going to increase the injury rate, because bee stings. So this says nearby crops. I'm assuming since it's in the food section that it's any of these. Which includes cattails and spatterdock. So cattails and spatterdock can be improved by those. But I don't think I can put it underwater, can I? Can I? Ground only, must be built on the ground. I don't know how to set it up so that it works like this. Because I don't think they can be waterlogged. I suppose we can experiment. Let's try it. There's not an open spot there. Okay. Let's just put it here for now. I mean, it's 2 blocks deep, so it's not the same as... I really don't think it will work, personally. It doesn't really cost me anything to test it out. I think what I need to be able to do here is I'm gonna have to do this. that should solve my issue. Should be able to reach it all right. So that's gonna close that stuff off. Oh, look, they're almost there. Power. I need to get power to this. Somehow. How am I going to do that? How am I going to get power to this? Now, ultimately, I could make another wind farm like this. But I'd rather leverage the power that I've already got, because I mean, as of right now, I am producing many, many, many times more power than I need. So I think that I need to bring in some power and unify the power transmission, which I think this here would probably work. So I can't put these there. So what I'm thinking is oh, that's I can't do that. I can't do it from there. Oh, but I can do it from here. So I'll pull it from there, and then all the way along here, like that, and then here, and then all the way along here. This is gonna be too high. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix this. Put levees there, which is like that, and then like that. That should... Yeah, see, I'm actually still in the green as far as the distance from the district center goes here. So I think that's fine. I think. I need to get this to be a priority. So what I'm thinking is, so this is like that. And like this. I'm gonna do this, just in case I want to branch off from it. And then that should work. So it should be a good distance from everywhere that needs to be available for assembling. Yep, create a path along here just so that they can get to it. I mean, this section here should be if a beaver is sitting here, they should be able to get this, this, and this. So it should be good there. I think that they should be able to reach everything. I think. Hmm. Coffee. So that should allow for the power to get from here, which all of this is piped through. So all of this is connected so far. So all of these are connected to here. This is connected to all of this. This is connected to all of this. This is all connected through. And I've also got this. So this is all connected along here. So now with this addition, this is going to end up piping all the way to here, which should connect this stuff. So the only thing that's not connected is this. So all of this is independent, which is fine, because this is ultimately temporary as it is. Because I'm not... As soon as I get this set up, I don't... Sorry, I'm just thinking that a lot of this stuff is unnecessary right now. Or at least unnecessary to be here. So what I was thinking is... I don't think these affect bots. Yeah, see, bots only have two options. One is biofuel, one is catalyst. They have durability, but other than that, the only thing that affects their overall production rates is this. I don't think any of the other things affect them, do they? Oh, there's my experiment. Yeah, so I can't put those underwater. I can't put them underwater. So I have to think of something else for that. What was I doing? Yeah, see, these guys. So these guys, their well-being is affected by all the things that I can put into the world to support them. So specifically in the larger, like the monument level, is these guys. So what I was thinking was putting a monument in here. But this is gonna be a bots only district. It's only ever going to be a bots only district. So I don't think I need to put anything in there except for aesthetics. Not to mention that if it's pointless, the amount of resources that I need to be able to put this in, it just seems, I don't see the point in doing it. I don't mind putting decoration stuff in. Just as space filler, but I don't. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it out. So this is gonna be like that. And then I'm gonna put some aesthetics in just because. Alright, so I need logs. So right now, this is gonna be my logs. Need scrap metal. I'm gonna do a dedicated one for scrap metal, I think. Dirt. Treated planks. Planks. So let's do this as planks. This is planks. I'm gonna do I guess for now I'm gonna do this as scrap metal and this for dirt. I'm gonna leave this here for now. I need more permanent storage for that, but that is fine. I'm gonna do these are gonna be more permanent. So I'm gonna do something similar to this. Like here or here. But I don't think I'm gonna do that right away. One of the things I'm thinking of while I'm at it is I'm going to get this in place here. The reason I'm going to put that in place here is because I am going to move these and flip them around and put them in here. To do that, I need to do that. Alright, so that is blocked off there. These guys are working on this for the power transmission. Once this is set up, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut these off for now, because I may not pay attention to what's going on. So what I want to do is I want to set this up as a replacement for all of this and move all of this stuff up to here. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to open these up and then suddenly they start getting filled up. I mean, I'm not going to have an issue with like the logs or the planks because right now for this district it's not self-sufficient as far as wood products are concerned, which means it's all being piped in from outside the district. So as soon as I end up getting, like, I'm not gonna have to worry about those, but I'm only replacing, I've only got 2 of those being replaced at the moment. So it's not that big of a deal. But I'd rather have them off for now. Okay, so that's setting up there. I'm going to need a place for treated planks and for metal blocks, at least. So I'm gonna do another storage section. It's gonna be this. Exactly the same as this. This is going to be unavailable for the moment because I need to finish. Do I need this? I don't need that. Don't need that. Which means that I can then do this. Which is kind of silly that I ended up just digging all of that out and then filling it back in, but okay, so that should be fine. Because if I build this in, then that stuff's gonna end up being put in. Like that, right? Got one more person. Can I do that? That seems to work. I'm gonna pause those. Because I want these guys to build this stuff first. Alright. So they're working away at that. That is all. Can they not build this? is too far from the district. Construction is waiting for too far from the district. So they can't reach this. Too far from the district. Construction waiting for the construction behind to be finished. Which is this one. Which can't be done because they can't reach. So what if I did this? Could they then reach it? Just make some temporary scaffolding. Like that. Does that work? Waiting on builders now. Well, I'm gonna do a builder's hut. And I'm gonna put the hall. I put the hauling post there. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm going to replace this with this. Yeah, see, that's all they were waiting for. They just couldn't reach that section. So now it's being built really fast because oh, I don't need to have these on pause anymore. Alright, so this section here is going to end up replacing this section. So this is going to be these, this is going to be these, and I'm going to replace this, expand that even more than it already is. And this can be dirt. Because as well, I'm going to use this as a centralized dirt production facility and just feed all the resources all the way through to everywhere else. Don't need that anymore. That's all done. So now what I need is I need to do that. Okay, so I don't need that. This is the last terraforming that I'm going to do for a while. So, need to increase those and those. So if I do this, that's going to end up increasing my possibility for building. This is going to end up increasing, because right now the only builders I have is these two guys here. They're primarily not much different than these, the hauling post guys, except that they will actually do the building as well. So if I have a dedicated one, it should be fine. So that is built. I'm going to get rid of one of these to increase that. I'm going to get rid of this, which gives me that. How do I not have enough workers now? There's 4 workers. And it should have been 4 and 4. Whatever, doesn't matter. Does not matter. So that should increase my ability to get rid of that. So right now I don't need a terraforming station. I don't need dirt extractors. And I don't need all of this power. Because all of this power is only for the dirt extractors. Get these guys to clean this up. Hopefully there's enough space for it all. I'm going to move this storage. So this is going to be gonna make this identical just because. I mean, it's kind of useless, but I mean, I like the look of it, so I'm gonna do it. Alright, so I don't know how many bots I'm gonna end up having here. So I'm not sure how many I actually need to be able to do all of this. Well, since I need that, I'm going to increase this like that. I'm gonna keep those guys as is for the time being. Although I think that power production is not. Oh, they are a fair ways into this. All right, so I'm gonna increase the priorities on this stuff here. The reason being is because I want to get this running. I really, really need to get this running, because once I get this running, I can start setting up farms. What are my limits at right now? I'm at 29. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna do that for now. Once the power production gets taken care of, and these get up and running, then what? So power production's in place. This is started running. This guy is, whoops. This guy is almost there. This is my replacement for most of this stuff here. The only thing that I need to worry about is this. So with that there, I need to increase priority on this. Once this gets built, this starts to fill in with water. I hope. I think I've done it right, so this is blocked off, so it's not going to end up going through here. These are blocked off there. This is blocked off. This is blocked off. This is blocked off. This is blocked off. This is blocked off here. I am going to do this. So this is going to end up being so this I'm going to put a levee here, which blocks off this, which means the water can only go as far as here. So then this needs to go here and here. And all of this is blocked off here, so it can't go farther than that. So that should take care of that. And then unlocked everything. Then this can go in there, like that. And then this is going to end up going in here like this, because eventually, not right away, because right now I'm not doing any terraforming, so they're not necessary at the moment, but I am going to put in dirt excavators here. The reason I'm going to put dirt excavators here is because I am going to clear out all of this all the way to the bottom. And then I'm going to set up storage facilities in this, going all the way down to the bottom. Because that maximizes the amount of storage that I can possibly put in. It's going to be way more than I need, but that's the fun of it. Alright. So I'm just going to take a second. To go. I'm back. And so now all of this is nice and green. It's beautiful. And apparently I am messed up. Whoops. I forgot that I need to prioritize this. Oh, please don't fill up too much. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Guys, go faster. Go faster. Build this. Come on. Build it. Come on, you can do it. Come on. No, ignore everything else. Don't build that. Build this. Come on. Thank you. Oh, that was scary. Almost flooded this entire section. I mean, it's bad enough having all the water here, but it'll eventually drain and evaporate or whatever. So, that should be fine. Alright, what's in all of this stuff? Metal blocks. Alright, so I have that open. So I'm going to go there and empty this. Hopefully emptying it into here. And the same with that, so this is gonna empty. Now that I've got more than one, I'm going to do this. So those should empty there. And when this gets built, that'll be my overflow. And that should work. That's 2 down. I actually don't think I need this many pumps to do this, but honestly, I'd rather err on the side of caution. I don't know what I'm gonna end up needing, because as much as I like sitting down and doing the math, don't I don't want to do that much math. Alright, so this is emptying. These guys are working away. This is maximized. This is maximized. They will build as they are needed. That is that. I will empty this. Hopefully at some point. And now I can start thinking about wood. So let's say I put it here. Do that. I just realized I am going to need to increase my log storage at some point. Tons of dirt and that. Random, but this is producing way too much stuff. This should be fine for now. think that's good for the time being. Right? Okay, so now these are done. Here, I can get rid of this. This is done. This is still being emptied. This is still being worked on. This is my planks. Alright, so planks, empty, and done. Where are my limits? Where are my district limits? 500 biofuel. 250 logs. 250 planks. Okay, so I don't think I need to worry about that. What's my treated planks? I need to look for treated planks. Where am I getting treated planks from, and how many? I've only got a limit of 100. Why do I have paper? Ah, because I was gonna do the windmills. I don't need paper. Way too much paper now. This is all metal blocks. My metal block storage is full. So I need to prioritize this, which is going to need to prioritize this. And I will prioritize this. These. Dirt. Why are you not emptying? Oh, 'cause there's enough issues right now. Okay. Back to what I was doing. I was doing this, setting up the basics for this. So I need a forester, and I need a lumberjack flag. Like that. We will start with the basics, which is... Oh, but as well, I am going to put this in. And the reason I'm going to put that in is because I'm going to put in so this guy's gonna plant everything. It's gonna grow. This guy's gonna end up working all on his lonesome, trying to cut all of these trees. But he's not gonna be able to do it all. So this guy's going to harvest sap from everything that he can't get to. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut the trees from there, and I'm going to leave this section here and this section here for now that they're not going to cut, which means that this tapper can tap the trees here and here and produce pine sap. The pine sap is significant because pine sap creates treated planks. Treated planks, while is good for a lot of things, is necessary for this. I need treated planks and I need gears in order to produce scrap metal. So producing scrap metal, so this mine will be self-sufficient if I can set that up, but it's going to take some doing. Alright. So now that that is there, I'm going to do some cleanup for this. And I'm going to empty this. Things are emptying. So I think we're good. These guys will just work away. They'll build and build and build. So that's that section done now. That's this cleared out. This is gonna end up taking them time to empty that stuff. So this should be fine. I'm going to do that as that and this as this, which that should replace this and this, which should clean up that. Alright, so now I'm going to recreate or duplicate this here. lumberjack. Trapper. Now, the trapper for this one, I need him to be on this side. So this guy worries about this stuff, which is the sap. On this side, this guy is going to worry about maple trees. And the reason that these sections are going to end up being dedicated to that is, so this guy's going to end up doing, it doesn't matter what the priority is. So this is going to be, this is the pine section, this is the maple section. So maple is very useful. Or maple sap. Maple syrup? I think it's maple syrup. Yeah, so maple syrup is very useful. I'm doing that over here. But I'd like to pull away from this. Maple syrup is used in this recipe here, which creates catalyst. Catalyst is an enhancer for bots. So if I can slow these guys down, so see here, these guys have a boost from, they have a basic need of biofuel. So as long as they have biofuel, they end up working at relative speed. Catalyst boosts their overall speed. So as long as I have biofuel, they will keep running until they run out of durability. If I have catalyst as well as biofuel, they will move even faster. Now, downside is I'm pretty sure that their durability drops faster as well, but as long as I end up having a production facility that supports all of that, I think I should be fine. Now, the other thing that I will need for this recipe is sunflower seeds. So in order for this place here to be self-sufficient for catalyst, I need to have sunflowers. And I grow sunflowers with a farmhouse. So I've got that there. Ideally, I'd like to have a lot more space in here, and I'm probably going to end up expanding the map this direction, or expanding this district over in this direction, but I have to get the basic infrastructure in place first that I would like to have. This facility here, or this area here, is producing food already, and the excess food can go into biofuel production. So the biofuel recipes, there's 3 of them, which I can show you here. So the biofuel is the first 3 recipes here. So carrots, potatoes, and spatterdock all help to produce this. Now, food production here is supposed to be in excess. Oh yeah, I guess it's alright. Those guys not working, fixing themselves up. There's a lot of people, a lot of beavers getting injured. Which is why I need to get the bot production process ironed out. Alright, so this is empty. Still not emptied. But, I mean, they're gonna take a while. Don't care about that. Alright. So, what I'm thinking is that if I can move this production to here, the catalyst over to here, because only the bots need catalyst. However, I mean, the bots only need biofuel as well. However, the biofuel production is based on basic food, which if I am producing more than enough food in a district that has beavers that need it, I can because I have 2 districts right now that have beavers. I've got the Hilltop Terrace, and I've got the Hill Valley Terrace. Those 2, since they need, the beavers need to survive, need food to survive, producing food here is ideal. If I can put in, if I can create, what's the word that I'm looking for? If I can produce excess amounts of food to not just feed them, but to create biofuel, it's one point of origin. I don't have to create tons of farms in multiple districts to do the same job. I can do one job, one major job within one district or a couple of districts. And because, I mean, sunflower seeds are somewhat useful in that, well, this guy's hurting. Uh, Sunflower seeds is a nutrition item. So there is benefit to having sunflower seeds available locally, but it's not a nutritional thing. They don't need it to survive, they need it for enjoyment and to boost productivity. So having production for the catalyst here seems reasonable. So I can produce bots and catalyst here. I can produce food and biofuel within these two districts, or maybe one in one district and one in another. I don't know. But ultimately, as of right now, I don't have enough bots for anything. I can barely produce enough bots to cover the jobs that I need for right now. So I need to improve the bots facilities. And there are inherent dangers with those in that the bots facilities, all the infrastructure that you need to produce bots is dangerous for live beavers and not so dangerous for bots, which is why my medicine production is terrible, because all of this medicine is going towards healing healing beavers that keep getting injured. Like, all of these are full. Probably have more injuries than I probably have more injured beavers than I actually have beavers working. So if I can pull that away from there, all the better. Alright, so that being said, I am planting this here. So this is gonna be this. This is gonna do this. Now the one thing that I think I might do is I might do this. Don't know why, but I think that level of redundancy seems reasonable. Alright. Are these emptied yet? Ah. Alright. One's emptied. These guys are not emptied. Oh, I need cut trees, and I'm going to do the same thing as whoops. I'm going to do the same concept as the other side, but I'm going to reverse it. So this is going to be actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut down this, and I'm going to cut down this. And I'm just going to leave the spot in the middle for producing that for now. If I end up having issues where this square is not, like, this amount of trees is not enough to keep up with production for both of these. I can just remove the cutting section for this part, these parts, and just open up a section that's not going to end up getting cut down. So one done. Another one done. Another one bites the dust. Alright. So what am I at? Now, my one issue with all of this is that I don't think I'm ready for this level of infrastructure yet. So I'm thinking that this is not gonna work yet. No, that, yes. I think that this should get put on hold. This can get put on hold as well. So again, I need bot production as a priority. So what do I need for bots? I need chassis, the heads, and the limbs, which is these three facilities here. So for chassis, I need metal blocks and planks. For the limbs, I need planks and gears. And for the heads, I need planks, metal blocks, and gears. So ultimately, I need to produce planks, metal blocks, and gears somewhere. And I think a good starting point is blocks. And the reason for that is I am producing scrap metal from here. And right now I'm producing scrap metal from here, taking it from here, and then sending it over to here, which is then going into here. So if I'm going to pull these ones over to here, this should be able to produce its own metal blocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this stuff up here. Clean this up here. Clean this up here. so I'm going to check on something. Alright, so I'm almost finished the power production to here, so I need to increase priority on these guys right there. I want them built first. Reason for that is I am going to put in a excavator. I don't need an excavator for right now just because I have so much dirt, but I'm going to need it. So I'm going to get rid of this one, so let's increase productivity on that one, which I should have more than enough. Oh, but I don't have gears. I don't have gears. Because gears are being used by this as well. Okay, so I'm going to do this here. So I need a terraforming station. In order to have a terraforming station, I'm going to need space to put it. I think I'm going to do this. Because the reason why I am going to put in a terraforming station is because I'm going to build up this section right here. And in this section right here, I am going to put industry. Because I need these to produce wood. Can't get all materials. Why can't I get all materials? I can understand this. I don't need that right away anyways. But why don't I have enough here? I don't have enough. I don't have any planks. Why don't I have any planks? Because I'm not producing enough planks. Because all of my plank production is going into this stuff? And they're just not working fast enough. Or, I'm building so much that it's taking up all of my resources. Yep, because it's going into here. Alright, well, this is on pause for now. I'm going to take a short break and then I'll be back. I'm back. But I'm just thinking, there's a lot of things here that I'm working on that is just waiting for stuff to happen. So what I might do is because I'm also getting a little hungry. So rather than grab something to eat and let this sit here streaming for 20 minutes, I am going to stop the stream and let this catch up. Apparently I miscalculated on that. So I need to do it here. I forgot they were not 2 by 2, they are 3 by 3. Because I'm actually getting to the point of being lightheaded at the moment, so... Oh, another bot was destroyed. Jeez, durability went to 0. Alright. Catalyst is done. This is empty, and that should fill this, which gets rid of that, which now means that I can get rid of this, and that. Once these guys are done, then I'm going to put the terraforming station in here. So this is going to be the the administration section, maybe? So all the things that I need to keep the district going. Everything else is going, all the other stuff is going to end up being around it. So that's going to be that. But what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to close off the stream right now, and I am going to take a break, but I'm going to end up coming back to this. And what I am going to do is I'm already realizing that I don't have enough room to do everything that I need to be able to do, so I have to expand. So I'm going to expand this out this direction to connect the districts here better. So instead of it being down, having to go down and then back up here, I'm going to have it so that it just goes straight across and just eliminate a lot of this underground spot. It's going to take a lot of time. So what I might do is I'm going to set it all up. Then I'm going to, because the other side of things is as soon as I end up start the amount of blocks that I'm going to end up having to build, it's going to end up slowing my machine, or slowing the game down to a crawl, which is probably also not going to be enjoyable to watch. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to close off, go get something to eat, set up the basic, set up the like everything that I'm going to end up needing to finish off this district. And then I'll either have another stream this afternoon, but I very likely will not stream this afternoon. I'll end up streaming again on Thursday for Timberborn, and I'll just catch everybody up to speed on what I've done today, because I think a lot of that's going to end up being really boring to watch, not very informative. I'm not going to get to the point of putting any of these buildings in. All I'm going to end up doing while off camera is build the basic infrastructure, or the landscaping, doing all the landscaping and setting up all of the underlying things that I will need to get this infrastructure in place. I'm not going to do anything else besides that, or I'm going to at least try not to do anything else. So all of the setup that I'm going to end up doing, because I need to get gears working, because right now I have 0 gears, and all of these things that I need gears to work. So I need to have a gears production set up somewhere. I don't want to add more gears from gears production here, because I'm trying to get this up to speed so that I can move things away from this. Now what I might do is this district isn't doing anything, I don't think. They're basically just producing trees, or producing logs. Like, this isn't even useful anymore because all the scrap metal is gone. So I don't even have that there. I've just got tons of logs. And it's not even being used in that district, it's being moved elsewhere. So this is producing its own, and judging by this, the beavers here aren't needing to cut down a lot of trees to have this industry self-sustaining. So I think what I might do is I might pause this district. all the buildings that are in it. And move all of, because right now, I basically have a ton of bots here doing nothing because they're not contributing to anything. So I am going to completely remove these guys. What jobs are still open? Pause that, pause that, oh, here. Pause. 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 So, there's no jobs in this district anymore. I am going to move these guys from here to Hill Valley. Because right now, like, most of the reason I set up this was to be able to utilize more working space to produce trees, because this district here didn't have enough space. But now that I've got terraforming possible, a lot of those space constraints are no longer applicable. Because I can create spaces that can have the beavers work efficiently within this district without having to outsource. So I can leave all of this infrastructure here. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to end up going back to this, but I don't think I'm going to end up using this anymore. So that should free up at least a few of the bots to start filling in this area and starting to move the bots production and the underlying infrastructure that I need for it over to here. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to close off this stream for now. Just keep doing some, build up this this land here to make it work well for what I need. And then when I come back for my next stream on Thursday, I am going to start putting the infrastructure in that I need to start moving the facilities, the industry away from the other districts and into this district. Because I think that if I can get this one producing all of the materials that I need, not just for the bots, because the three things that I need for the bots are planks, gears, and metal blocks. Metal blocks I can produce locally here because I am mining it locally, mining the scrap metal locally. So if I can move the metal block production to here, that's great. I'm going to need logs for that anyways, which it is going to have this in place. And those logs I can also turn into planks, which then I can also produce gears as well. So the gears that I need for this to produce this will be here, as well as the planks and gears that I need to be able to produce golems or bots. Uh, they're not now called bots. They used to be called golems when the first time that they were added to the game. Um, can't quite get away from that. But so if I can move that, and the only thing that I need in addition to that for this to be self-sufficient is treated planks. Well, if I'm producing planks and I've got pines being grown here, which is why this is useful, I can produce pine resin locally here, and then also do the treated planks here, which means that all of that industry that I'm doing elsewhere in other districts can all be moved here, and it's all the more dangerous buildings or workplaces, which means I'm not going to end up having this. I've got so many beavers that are injured right now. It's just not funny. I don't know how many injured beavers I've got, but I don't have enough. Every single one of these is filled. Look at all of these guys. These poor guys. They're just... Look at them. All of these guys are injured. I don't even have enough places to house them all. My medicine production is barely keeping up with this. So the medicine production ends up helping these guys to heal faster, but I don't have enough of that. Because all of this industry is injuring all of these beavers. So I don't like that. I want to get that away from there, into here, bots production here, industry in here, everything's in one place. And then these guys can start living. They can relax. All of this industry can be offloaded to somewhere else, and I don't need to worry about all these poor beavers getting injured and hungry and all of that over there. So that's the idea, and I went off on a tangent again. That's nothing new, but so that's the plan. I will see everyone on Thursday that decides to come to this. It's going to be early in the morning, so probably like 5 to 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to come and watch next week when I start setting up the buildings and getting the infrastructure in place, please feel free to join. If you like this video, please like. If you want to keep watching the videos, please subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.